You know what that sound means? It's another episode of Game for a Movie where we talk. Ball start. Offense. Okay. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down. You know what that sound means? It's another episode of Game for a Movie where we ask, are you game for a movie? My name is Mike. I'll be your host. I am joined by
Jill
and Andre.
Hi, friends.
Hey.
Hello.
This is very last second that we got everybody together, but I'm so happy to have both of you here.
Yeah.
Like,
we're happy
so
to
happy.
see you.
Yeah. So we have a heck of a movie to talk about. It is a bad movie episode. Let me tell you, it's a gem. But first we got to dive into what are we drinking? Jill, lead us off. What are you drinking over there?
I'm representing all the young old ladies out there. I'm drinking tea. It's herbal tea. Yeah. You know, cozy.
It's like one of my favorite letters of the alphabet.
The letter T.
The letter T.
And what's the number of the day, a la Sesame Street?
3.
Today is brought to you.
I love 3. That was my favorite number.
3 was my lucky number growing up, so I do wear number 3 usually.
I'm born on the 3rd of May, so
I'm born on the 9th, so I can't really say anything.
that's
9 didn't feel like
3.
a lucky number. Yeah, it's divisible by 3. Yes, so we'll go with that.
Right,
okay,
well,
so tea, herbal tea.
Yes, I am drinking Aurora Blue. It's by the Spice and Tea Exchange. It's from Alexandria, Virginia, and it's an herbal tea. So that means no caffeine. And in this case, it's made with ginger root, lemongrass, lemon peel, and probably the most important, the butterfly pea flowers, which is why the tea itself is blue. It naturally excretes the color. If you have something with this ingredient in it, put some citrus, like a lemon juice, and it's going to turn into like a light purple color.
Yeah,
and it tastes delicious.
That's cool.
Yeah. The Empress gin is made with this pea flower ingredient. So any sort of like
you said pea flower.
Any sort of like color changing gin drink that has Empress gin in it, it turns from blue to purple. It's pretty sick. It's pretty neat.
That's a nice trick.
It's neato.
Nice. That sounds really cool, actually. Not gonna lie. Andre, what are you drinking? I saw you grab a beer for this.
I did, because I can't help myself. I got a Nomadism from Treehouse, the famous brewery from Massachusetts. It is a Czech dark lager, and it tastes like toffee and coffee at the same time, and it's great, and I love it.
Have you tapped it on Untapped?
I should probably tap that, shouldn't I?
Tap
that bitch.
Okay, cool. This is clocking in at like a 4.25 to BH. Like
4.25.
That's your average for everything.
Because I like it. I don't know, man. Shit. If I didn't like it, like this thing, like Jill makes fun of me because she says I'm too nice on Untapped. Because like if I don't like it, I just don't untap it. And so then if you look at my if you're
not gonna gatekeep tapping.
If you look at my Untapped history, it just shows it's like, wow, this guy just really likes beer. It's like, well, no, I just drink way more beer than that. But if it rates below a 3.7, I'm not putting it on the
below a 3.7. Wait, whoa, below a 3.7?
Yeah,
I go as low as 2.5. I mean, if you're 50%, you're still
I told you he's too nice.
Yeah, like if you're a 1, okay, yeah, I'll probably just skip you. But if you're,
I have not. It's been
Andre,
a while.
You need a Phoenix Wright level objection to get out of this.
You need to think about it this way. I use Untapped for the beers I've drank before. So I look at the low ones and go, okay, 1, I didn't like this beer. I'm not going to get a 4-pack of it or a 6-pack or a 12-pack, whatever it is.
Okay.
So like Miller Lite, not getting it. Sorry.
Sure.
Miller's Piss. Brought to you by Miller Lite.
Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us. Hey, Miller.
We got you.
Probably shouldn't go after Miller Coors, like one of the biggest beer distributors in the world. Coors Light's good. I like Coors Light. Cool.
Dude, I love those mountains, man. Let's see.
Yeah, I like when my mountains are blue.
I just like, okay, here's where I'm at, right? I feel like I play too many video games because I feel like the games industry at large, like grades video games on a scale, right? Where like the commonality of like, if IGN gives a video game below a 6 out of 10 or if it gives it below a 7 out of 10, you're like, oh, wow, this game is trash. But like, by your logic, like 6 out of 10 is like, oh, I kind of enjoyed this, you know?
Well, but what I'll say about that is this is for you, not for the consumer. This is for you, the beer drinker. You're more likely to get a Kirby and the Forgotten Land beer than you are to give a bad rating to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Okay. I get that.
Sorry, I was telling Tony about Kirby and the Forgotten Land. He got a free Switch today.
This is the second time
you got a free Switch. Wow. Tonight. Congrats to Tony. Holy shit.
Love Kirby. Yeah, Tony got a free Switch. His boss won one at like an event or something like that, and to the victor goes the spoils because he already had a Switch. So he's like, "Here, Tony, you're a really good employee. How about you have a Switch?"
Oh,
okay,
that's nice.
There we go. Wow,
couldn't happen to a better person.
Yeah, Kirby the Forgotten Land is a great game for the Switch. If you just get one for the first time, it's a cute game.
Yes. For me, however. There we go.
Is that a hobo? Is that a?
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, it is a Lord Hobo koozie with boom sauce because I do love Lord Hobo. I miss.
Lord Hobo. Koozie. Okay.
Yeah, it's a koozie. No. I wish I had boom sauce. This is it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. It is a hazy IPA. It is from a brewery in Durham. It is the Dirty Bull Brewing Company in Durham, North Carolina. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. For our listeners, obviously Andre and Jill, you know this, but Claire and I moved to Charlotte. Andre and Jill are still up in Connecticut, holding strong for the Nutmeggers.
Gotta represent.
So we moved down to North Carolina. I've been trying a bunch of different new beer, which is great. That's what's fun about this.
I was going to ask you about this.
Yeah, how is North Carolina's beer scene?
There's a lot of good beer, like a lot of good beer. I have a couple. So it's funny you bring this up because I have a proposition for you guys.
Yes.
You know Beth.
Yeah.
Beth runs an Instagram called Big Booty Brews. She goes to local breweries, rates beer,
Yeah.
Her and I were talking about a beer trade where you send a beer, they send a beer. You send a beer, they send a beer. So people like me can get my fix of Connecticut beer, and people like you guys could get a fix of North Carolina beer. Would you be interested in doing so?
How do we send the beer over? Just mail it?
That's a good question. I need to figure that step out.
Isn't that because like some
it's not legal to do that, but I think there's ways you can there's ways you can do it.
It's not legal to do it, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I haven't gotten through all the plans, but people send beer in the mail all the time.
Okay.
I know a couple friends that do.
Yeah. Jillian,
I mean, I'm not worried about like getting arrested, like or anything like that.
Well, that's good because this is a setup.
Oh fuck!
It's a trap.
I'm down to get some North Carolina beers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk about it. We'll go in length about this later. But none of these beers are enough to get me through the monstrosity that was the Bad Movie.
Dun dun dun.
So. I watched it myself because schedules are crazy. You never know. This thing got put together last minute, so I'm happy to tell you guys all about Life Without Dick, a movie from 2002.
Couldn't imagine.
I've seen the trailer. It's a trip.
It's something. It's you were excited to hear me talk about a rom-com. There needed to be some comedy for this one.
That's sad. That's the cardinal rule of a rom-com.
Be
funny.
Direct to video. That is
direct to video.
Always a good sign.
I also thought this got released at some point, but I guess I was wrong.
You want to know what's crazy? It's 2002. Sarah Jessica Parker was in Sex and the City. Like she was.
Wow, you're right. That's true. Like this is peak Sex and the City for her, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I believe so. So either this was not filmed in 2022 or sorry, in 2002. So
2022, yes.
Yep. So either this was not filmed in 2002 or, which I'm guessing that's the case, or it was like contract obligated.
I do wonder about that because I actually don't know off the top of my head. I will say, however, like Johnny Knoxville is also in this.
Yep.
He had Men in Black 2 come out that same year. And I
he's
know he
like
wasn't a big part of
the
that.
Yeah,
he's
right.
like
But what
the
was he in
pawn
it, though?
shop guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
With the
Okay.
second head that popped up and everything like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like he was a big part of it.
I
But-
forgot he was in that.
You're welcome. Happy to help. Now let's talk Dick.
We're so
I'm
excited to talk about Dick.
Oh, always so excited to talk about Dick. Brief synopsis before we get into the actual synopsis, but basically it is about a woman who is trying to live without her boyfriend Dick. At first you think they're broken up. Nope. He's dead. He
She killed him, right?
Well, that's what we'll get into. So let's
Oh.
start talking about life without Dick. About 30 seconds into the film, she is driving home with her blue slug bug. She's wearing a birthday hat. I don't know why she's wearing a birthday hat for the beginning of this movie.
These people like hats.
Yeah, apparently. She walks in and there are 3 suitcases and there's her boyfriend Dick playing a guitar, playing the song Leaving on a Jet Plane, which is not really a song you do when you're in a happy mood. She calls him out for cheating on her with the crossing guard. This was oddly specific that it was a crossing guard.
Okay.
And so she pulls out a gun from her purse and she shoots through the guitar and through Dick. So there you go. We are 2 minutes into the movie. Dick is dead.
What?
Okay, got it. Hence, we're life without Dick. Okay, got it. This is not
that escalated
advertised.
very quickly.
Well, she usually doesn't have any bullets in her gun. She was just trying to scare him. So there's a flashback. 3 minutes into the movie and there's a flashback. Yes, it's that kind of movie. They show that he has like a dresser drawer that opens up that has a bunch of guns and bullets, or like ammunition and stuff. And apparently he found her gun and was like, why is this empty? You need to have a bullet in it. And so
loaded her gun.
He loaded her gun and spun it, put it away, put it back in her purse.
Wow. Johnny Knoxville, you're smarter than that.
Yeah. So flashes back to the present, and then it flashes back to the past again. There's not enough that happens in the past, present. Get used to the term flashback.
Okay.
Oh no.
If you'd like to play a fun game along at home, drink every time we say flashback.
Oh God. Okay.
And if we want this show to get more fun for us, I'm also going to drink every time I say flashback.
And you better catch up to yourself,
Cheers.
man.
Yum.
I basically just waterfalled for like 5 seconds.
I want to know what at the end your breakdown of the ratio, flashback to present day in the film.
Flashback, drink. Yeah, right. Me too. Trust me. So it goes back, flashback, to when. Oh my God, this is gonna be a bad episode. It goes back to when basically they are drinking with a friend of hers, and she basically is like, I need to go powder my nose. And he goes, so am I going to your place tonight? Like right in front of her, pretty much. And so I'm already going, well, Dick's dead. Good. We didn't need to care about him anyway.
Dick's a dick.
Dick's a dick.
Yeah.
That also comes back into play, but we'll get to there later. So we're in present day. Colleen is practicing calling the police on the phone. Oh my God, like my boyfriend's been shot. I accidentally shot him. I didn't realize I was going to shoot him. Can't do it. Calls her mom. Her mom's just like, well, what if you go with that other boy? Basically not listening to the fact that Dick is gone. She doesn't understand that Dick is dead. She just thinks Dick is gone. So she's like, what if you go with this other boy? And she goes, Mom, you know, he married my best friend, Pamela Grinder, like 3 years ago.
Pamela Grinder.
Pamela Grinder? Okay. That's
Pamela Grinder.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Made me want a sandwich.
Hashtag not real name.
Basically the mother just doesn't listen to her and just talks over her. So she gets no advice there. She hangs up the phone and she was just like, yeah, it's just like that alcoholic psychic, Madame Huguenot said.
Madam Huguenot. There's a lot
Madam
of
Huguenot.
names being thrown around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you a little break, because there's a flashback.
Oh, flashback! Oh my
No!
god! Ah!
She's in psychic Madame Huguenot's spot getting her future read.
This is the mother, or
No, this is Sarah Jessica Parker, whose name is Colleen.
Colleen. This is Colleen getting her future read.
Yes, her
Okay.
character's name is Colleen. So there's Colleen, Dick, and then I'm also going to introduce you to Danny soon enough. Those are the three names that you'll probably have to know the most.
All right.
So she's at psychic Madame Huguenot's place, wearing the same party hat for some reason. Again, we don't know. Madame Huguenot is like obviously a fraud. Basically, your boyfriend Aaron, and she's like, Dick? Yes, Dick. He's going to cheat on you and go to Rome with a crossing guard. And she basically goes, why a crossing guard? And Madame Huguenot says, and I quote, they're the sirens of the school system.
Okay, that's fucking dumb.
That is very dumb.
I think that lands. I don't know.
So that gets an Andre chuckle.
Yeah,
It's an Andre chuckle.
Low bar.
it is, but like sirens in the school system. All right, fucking whatever, man. It helps that it alliterates, to be honest with you.
The sirens of the school system.
Okay, great.
But Madame Huguenot has more. She also says, but if you break up with Dick or leave Dick, you're going to find love with someone you met recently. Which leads to another flashback.
Oh!
That's right. It's a flashback within a flashback.
Wow, a nested flashback. That's never a good sign.
Yes. Oh, it's awful. Basically, Dick was driving, backed into our friend Danny, who's played by Harry Connick Jr.
Okay.
They back into each other. He's pulling out of space and he backs into Danny.
Okay.
Danny basically like comes out and like is making this big deal about the fact that he had the right of way and he wasn't looking and he's an asshole and blah blah blah. And then he notices Colleen and like openly flirts with her and is like, "Oh, what time do you want me to pick you up for our date tonight?" And Colleen's kind of okay with it. Like she's just kind of okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, sure. Cool. It's the weirdest thing because like both of them are just like totally okay with it. It's like they have an open relationship, but they don't know they have an open relationship.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange.
This
It goes
whole
back.
movie sounds strange.
Yes. Oh, it's a terrible movie. It goes back to the present, and Colleen's like past her flashback. Flashback. Damn it.
Oh.
Worst rule ever.
Mhm.
Now we go to Danny. Danny is meeting with his boss, who is the head of the Irish mob.
Okay.
Who
We got
would
the
be
mob
the
now.
head of the Irish mob if you were casting a perfect Irish mob leader? And I can tell you this is actually pretty decent casting.
Irish mob.
Yes.
Donald Gleason's dad, Mad Eye Moody. I forget his
Ooh,
name.
That's a decent one. I like that. Is it Brendan Gleeson? Brendan?
Brendan
Yes,
Gleeson,
yes,
yeah.
yes, him.
Okay, I like that. That's a good choice. Jill, do you have a guess?
I do, but isn't I have to make sure
think you
I have
know.
the right actor.
Oh, okay.
Colin Farrell
Colin Farrell is a good choice.
Colin Farrell's a good pick. Yeah, you're right.
or
You're right.
Pierce
Not-
Brosnan. Now I'm looking at a list.
Pierce Brosnan's a good one. None of these are the correct choice. The correct choice was Craig Ferguson.
What's
Who?
that?
Craig Ferguson.
That name
Craig
sounds
Ferguson.
familiar.
Craig Ferguson.
Yeah, I said sounds like somebody I should know, but I don't know. I
Oh,
don't have a
you know
face right
Craig
now.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
Do
Craig
I?
Ferguson used to be a writer on The Simpsons.
Okay.
He used to be a talk show host. And he did the show before Conan did. He passed the reins to Conan.
He's the one
Oh.
that gave Conan the Late Late Show.
Yes. And
Okay.
Craig Ferguson is very, very Irish. Well, actually, it looks like he's from Edinburgh. So maybe he's Scottish, which is All right,
Hang
that's
on,
kind
I'm
of
on his
offensive.
Wikipedia page. He is from Scotland.
Well, all right,
Wow,
then
that's
that's kind of
problematic.
offensive.
Yeah.
What do we all look the same to you?
Yeah, right.
We could edit out stuff.
No, I'm
No.
fine with it. No, I don't
Not
care.
just-
I look like an asshole. I don't care. I'm against my own people. I'm Irish and Scottish. I get away with this shit. Hey, if you've never seen a picture of me before, imagine every Irish Scottish person you've ever seen.
Ta-da.
That's me.
That about lines up.
That about lines up.
He was in an episode of The Wild Thornberrys.
I'm not shocked by that.
Yeah, who does he voice? Like, what is he like?
Is
a
it going to
colleague
mean
of
anything
Nigel's?
with you? No. Do you remember the episode Dances with Dingoes?
No, I don't. I
Then
don't remember a specific episode of the Wild Thornberrys.
Well, if you don't remember an episode with dingoes, then you're not going to remember who he was. So
I
we'll just
see.
stop right there.
Okay, great. Yeah, that one.
Donnie Thornberry.
That's Flea.
Yes, that's Flea. Yeah, Flea
Yes,
from-
it is Flea. Wow. I'm shocked everybody knew that.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was pretty well known.
Isn't that like his main acting credit, to be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, but I'm just, how often do you think people remember that Donnie Thornberry was Flea? And all three of
know.
us knew that.
Yeah. True,
well,
true,
good
true.
for 90s nostalgia.
Right. So Danny goes through like Craig Ferguson's name is Jared, by the way.
Okay.
So Danny goes through Jared's mansion and goes to the back where the boys are playing a bit of football. Yes, it is football, not soccer, not football. It is football.
Mhm.
Football.
Danny is a hitman. We learn that doesn't kill people. Jared's very upset because he keeps giving him people to kill, and he's not doing it.
Well, that's jokes on Jared.
Yes, jokes on Jared. Also, the boys that are playing football stop because they want to hear Danny sing again.
So Danny has a good voice.
Danny has a good voice. I don't know if you know how Harry Connick Jr. is famous.
I don't.
Harry Connick Jr. has a very good voice. Like a
So he's like
very,
a
very
Michael
good
Bublé?
voice. Yes, I would say that is a very apt description.
Okay.
Okay. I like a
He's
Josh
actually won
Groban
2.
type.
It looks like he's won 2 Emmys for music direction.
All right.
So yeah. He also was on American Idol, just in case you didn't know that.
I did not.
Yes, he was one of the judges on American Idol.
Oh, fuck. Which seasons?
None I cared about.
Right.
After it was important. He
Yeah,
basically
I was about to say,
Paula
it was
Abdul
like-
after
it was
Paula
like-
Abdul left.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Okay, got it. Right. If you
Yeah.
replaced Paula, then yeah, I did not see it.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, like, do you love American Idol? And this
I
is
mean,
how
I
I'm
loved it
finding
with the
out?
rest of the nation back when I was in 5th grade or whatever, you know.
I've got a story to put a pin on this for later because we can talk after the show, but remind me about American Idol. We can
Okay,
talk
sounds
about this
great.
After.
Will
Yes.
do.
There's multiple people in this mob called Patrick because, of course, Irish mob.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
That's
see
more
what they-
offensive than us mixing up Irish people for Scottish people, to be honest.
I
with
see
you.
what they did there.
Yeah.
Literally, I have in parentheses "Dear Lord" next to
Yeah.
this note.
Yeah.
They want him to sing, but he doesn't sing anymore because his ex-girlfriend Mary broke his heart.
Mm.
You know, marry that bitch.
Yeah.
And
so it
crushed
goes.
his spirit, I see.
So it
But
goes.
how does Danny fit into this picture? Well, there was a hit on Dick.
Okay. Wow.
And so that's why he got too close and he got backed into because he was following a little too close. So he had a hit on Dick. So he figures, hey, I met his girlfriend. I'm going to try to go to her house and basically try to get to him through her.
Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Colleen is dragging Dick's body to the basement. She doesn't even take the guitar off of him. She leaves it strapped on as she just drags him down the stairs. And like every time she hits a stair, ooh, sorry. Ooh, sorry. And like it strums the guitar too. Like it makes a little ding, ding.
Okay.
I don't think they know how sound works, but yeah.
Some physical comedy for your bad rom-com.
Yes. She gets to the basement and all of a sudden the doorbell rings and she's freaking out because she doesn't know what to do. she goes to the door and it's Danny. And Danny is like making the moves on her, claims to be an art dealer. Apparently, Colleen sells art. We didn't know this before, but she apparently sells art.
I'm highly suspicious of that.
Yep. Well, that's what happens. I don't know. All of a sudden, we just know she sells art. And at the end of the movie, her license plate did say Call Art, which is even worse. But
it's worse.
Yeah, I didn't know that then. So they go to the garage to look at some of her arts because that's how he's going to get the in. He's going to buy one of her masterpieces and she's going to tell him where Dick is. She claims that Dick left or Dick is gone. She never says he left, like leaves. Dick is gone is what she says.
Okay.
Keeping it vague.
She never really lies because that becomes a part of this too. They're in the garage and she's showing the paintings and each one is like a different canvas with just a different color on it. Oh, this one's red. This one's green. And like they walk to a blue one and he goes, let me guess, this one's blue. And she's like, good guess. You're so smart. I've been stuck in this blue period. Art joke.
Okay.
Get it? No. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Because it's
because he's dead. He's a stiff.
Well, it was a Picasso joke, but yeah.
Also that too. The writing is not good.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm pretty sure we could have written a better movie, the three of us.
I think we try.
After this episode talking about flashbacks.
Oh God.
Oh, man, no.
I'm throwing you under the bus, Andre. We're going together.
Yeah.
We're still in the past.
Gotta go to work tomorrow, man. Shit.
Right?
No, we're
back in the present
right
now.
Yeah, this is present. I'm sorry.
Dick is dead. Danny has shown up.
Danny has shown up. He's looking at the art. He wants to know where Dick is. Basically, she sells Danny blue for $200.
God damn, what the hustle.
Big sale. Danny is like so excited about it because he just made this big art dealer sale with a fabulous Colleen, all that good stuff. For all he knows, they just broke up. And Danny goes, well, what time am I picking you up for our date?
Oh.
And she's just like, no, like I want to get over Dick and everything like that. And he goes, well, I've got some stuff to do. I'll see you in 3 hours.
He's one of those type of men.
One of those types of men. He does not take no for an answer. So he takes the painting and he goes to his buddy Colin to hold on to the painting.
Because it's very important.
Colin's place has boxes everywhere, just boxes of stuff. And some are labeled like machine guns, and some are labeled like weapons, and some are labeled like extortion stuff. I wish I was joking about this because that's actually what has happened. He's explaining how he met this girl. He's trying to like schmooze up to her so he can find his next target. And Colin's just like, oh, this is great. Like, I'm so glad you found someone. And then all of a sudden you hear another voice behind Colin that's just like, yeah, me too. It's this guy, Pee-wee. Pee-wee is scotch taped to a chair because Colin forgot rope. Basically, Pee-wee is... I don't even know what Pee-wee did. Pee-wee did something. I have no clue what.
He had a purpose.
He had a purpose, but I don't know what it was. So he's scotch taped to this chair. And like, Danny's tough talking that he's going to kill him and everything for opening his big mouth. Also, Danny sells blue to Colin because why not? They're in a room marked with machine guns, but they don't have a gun to kill Pee-wee, so they just try to find something to bludgeon Pee-wee to death. They decide on golf clubs. Danny does a couple of times where he's like faking like he's going to hit Pee-wee, and Pee-wee kind of flinches, and everything like that. And then he leaves him to Colin. Well, Colin decides he doesn't want to ruin the golf clubs because as much as his wife likes the color blue, he likes the golf clubs more. So he smashes Pee-wee with the blue painting until he dies. We don't see this. This is off screen.
Oh my God. Okay.
But Pee-wee is now dead, killed by blue, the painting.
R.I.P.
Death by painting.
Death by painting. Colleen has gotten artistic inspiration, so she's painting again because of Dick's death.
Mm-hmm.
And then we learn that Dick was a private dick. Yes, they do make that joke.
Detective?
Really?
Yes.
They do that?
They make that joke.
That's what they decide to do with that. Okay, great.
I mean, they got Dick. How do you not take advantage of it?
Right.
Right. Okay.
He's a private dick. How do we figure this out? A flashback.
Oh God.
No.
So a flashback to a strip club that Dick is sitting at.
As all good Dick stories start with.
As all good Dick stories start with. What is the stripper dressed like?
A stripper? Like what? I don't understand. Like
they wear fetish
police
gear.
officer.
Oh, they wear fetish gear. Okay, got it. So it's that kind of strip club.
Most strip clubs.
So you see police gear. Andre, you have a guess?
Wait. What? I'm sorry.
She's a naughty like? Cop.
Oh! You're saying that it's a specific type of fetish. Which yep. Kind? I was thinking like dominatrix or whatever. You know.
A crossing guard. She's dressed like a sexy crossing guard.
Come on, man.
This is the crossing guard you mentioned.
The sirens of the school system.
The sirens of the school system. No. Come to tempt us yet again.
It's so amazing. It's so bad.
Not bad. That's so dumb.
So basically he's sitting there and he's just like watching this crossing guard. She walks to the back. Two guys sit down that are obviously cops. Like they're ties, like suits, everything like that. They talk low voices and everything like that. They're doing a bit this entire movie, I think, and it's awful. Like I don't know what this bit is, but it's just terrible. So Dick realizes they're cops. He goes, "You guys are cops, right?" And they're like, "Yes." And he goes, "Are you guys operating a sting?" And the one guy goes, "Nope, just horny like everyone else."
Wow. It's so relatable.
Deadpan, like it's He basically tells them that he's a private investigator, private dick. He does say a private dick.
Mm-hmm.
And he has information about a certain person that they could bring to the police to bring down. He's been chosen to follow this guy who's been cheating on his wife. And so do the cops want to know more? And they're like, of course. He goes, okay. And then the cop realizes how he knows him. Flashback.
In a flashback?
In a flashback.
Oh, dear God.
Basically, it shows his commercials where it's just straight up Johnny Knoxville being ridiculous. It's like, "Hi, my name's Dick. I'm a private dick that will work for you. Think your spouse is cheating? I'll find them. Think this, blah, blah, blah." And it's 1200. I'm a dick. That's the phone number.
Okay, great. That's the joke. That's the punchline.
Good old 1-800 numbers.
Yes. It's no 1-800 number. It's 1-200.
Oh, it's 1-200. I was surprised it wasn't like 555 or whatever.
No, it was 1-200.
Okay.
What else do we got? Okay, so there we go. So that flashback is over. Yes, flashback.
Oh.
It goes to Colleen and she's getting picked up by Danny for their date. They go walking in this field because you go walking in a field when you're on a date, apparently. And he wants to show that he's this brave, strong hitman. So he brings his gun. And there, of course, are bottles set up, and he's going to shoot them all down. Well, as soon as it goes off, he just kind of like freaks out because he's not a killer. He doesn't really use his gun.
Okay.
So he's just like, "Yeah, I missed to make you feel better. Why don't you try?" And she goes and she makes this face like she's really concentrating, and it looks like she's constipated.
Oh.
and she shoots them all. Boom,
So
boom,
she's
boom, boom,
great shot.
Great shot. I had at this point. Oh, no, there was more. Sorry. I skipped ahead because I didn't care about it enough. Because at this point, so this is night one of trying to watch this movie because I stopped. I couldn't get through anymore.
Okay.
I literally could not do it. I watched something else for 2 hours. I had
How
the
far
time.
into the film is
Probably
this?
30 minutes into an hour 45, but I started getting a little more quick with my notes, or like not
Sparse.
extended.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And it does become a little more like you don't need notes for all this shit. So they go to dinner, they're talking for a while, they go to they drive around for a little bit, they're on this bridge, they're talking. I've said Dick has been dead for maybe 8 hours at this point. They are on a date, and she's already told him that she is never going to keep secrets from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a big secret. And so she's like, well, tell me. And he's like, no, I can't tell you. I can't tell you this secret. It's too big. And she goes, well, I'll tickle it out of you. This is actually a part of the movie.
This is someone's fetish.
Yeah. So what his big secret was is he became a hitman because his ex Mary wanted him to be more manly.
That's not
a really great
how that
motivation to be a
works.
hitman, to be honest with you.
He wanted to be a singer, and because he doesn't sing anymore because she laughed at him when he sang last.
Wow. Okay, so he just decided to be like, all right, I'm going to be
he went
a
from
murderer.
stage fright. So no, he's not a murderer. Does he? So does he kill people other ways other than shooting?
He hasn't killed anybody.
So so he's not an assassin because he hasn't killed anybody.
But he wants to be one to prove that he can.
No, it's like set dressing. He doesn't really want to kill a person.
Well,
he's just feeding his own machismo.
There's more to his relationship with Jared, why we learn that Jared hasn't like just killed himself at this point.
Okay.
But we haven't learned that yet. Oh my god, we're already at 10 minutes in this thing. Shit. Okay, this is gonna be a long episode, but it's fine because we don't have commercials anymore.
You can always edit some of our extra stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit some of it. Don't worry. She convinces him and goes that singing is very manly, like to go out there and put yourself out there. It's so very manly. And truthfully, I agree with this because I was a singer at some point. So long time ago, you know. And he goes, do you have any secrets? And she says, I do. I'm falling for you.
Oh, dear God.
I have
some integrity, Carrie.
I have one note for this. Run, man. Run from the bitch. She's crazy. He's been dead for 8 hours.
But he doesn't know he's dead, right?
Not yet. This is the part she also goes, I also do have a big secret. And I know I chose a movie on Tubi, but this is the terrible spot to do a commercial because they're just about to do the big reveal that Dick is dead.
Cliffhanger.
So, yeah. We're also going to take a cliffhanger because I need to tell you about our winner for the Guess the Bad Movie contest. They are a newer podcast. They do not have a promo yet, but that's okay. So we are going to give some love to our friends. Explain It Me podcast. They say we are a comedy podcast where each week we tell a confusing movie to the person who hasn't seen the film. And the only rule is we have to be drunk to explain it.
Okay.
I will include their link tree in our bio of the episode, but it is one of the things I'd love to say about them is they are two female hosts. Obviously drinking great, and they followed us to play this game.
Okay.
Wow.
You never have to do that with us. You can play the game even if we don't follow you or anything like that. We love it. Just play the game, hang out with us, talk bad movies with us. It's awesome. They literally gave us a follow so that they could play, and they were the first ones to get it. So check out Explain It Me podcast. That's all I got. Normally
Hell
we take a
yeah.
break at this point, but I don't have their promo. So they will have a promo eventually. We'll include them on a later episode. We are not doing commercials anymore, so we do not have a commercial. So I'll tell you more about this movie now.
Can't wait.
So she has told him her secrets. She is
Except for
falling
the
for
fact
him.
that she has a recently deceased boyfriend.
Oh no, she has told him the secrets now because it came back from that scene where she told him that she's falling for him.
Yeah.
And she is also in the basement now showing him Dick's dead body.
So this is
great.
the big secret that we
Yes.
the audience knew, but now
Yes,
Danny
we
knows
knew.
as well.
Yes. How is Danny still here at this point?
He's really into her.
She said she's falling for him, and she shows you her murdered ex that's been dead for less than 8 hours, and you're still there. And not only that, she gets aroused by the fact that she showed him this and starts to make out with him.
Cool.
Literally, Danny calls her out and was just like, can we do this anywhere else?
Because he's right, and also he should run.
Yes, also he should run. Hi, Sophie. There's just a cat. The cat has appeared. Yeah, he should definitely run at this point. We go forward, flash forward. We don't have to drink for this one. Flash forward.
Ah, yes, not a flashback.
To her in her bed alone.
Drink. Andre said it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, fuck yeah. Thanks, Andre.
No problem.
We flash forward to her in her bed alone. Her room is painted sky blue, and her sheets are sky blue with like clouds and stuff on them.
Okay.
It is the weirdest room I've ever seen. Yeah, exactly. I was just like, I feel like this girl isn't an adult. She's not making good decisions.
I mean, you're calling her a girl, not a woman.
That is true. I feel like this woman isn't an adult. Sarah Jessica Parker is at her ditziest as Colleen. And like,
wow, that's saying something.
Jill and I were talking about this before. She can pull off like ditzy and everything like that.
So that's who she is Carrie. She's ditzy.
Right. This is too much. Like, this is too far over the top. I don't know.
It's a caricature of herself.
Yes. But finally, I think to myself, okay, she's alone in this bed. Danny wised up and was like, I got to get out of here. He left a note saying that he took Dick with him.
What?
And that he'll be back soon.
What?
Back?
Yes.
This dude's an idiot.
This dude's very much an idiot. If goes to this dump where David Koechner is. Do you guys know who David Koechner is?
No.
David Koechner is this guy.
Oh, that guy. I know that guy.
Champ
Why do I know that guy?
Champ Kind from Anchorman.
Yeah. He's been in a bunch of stuff, Joe.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
I'm sure he has.
Did you not see him and go like, I know this guy? This guy?
No.
No?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, that guy, David Koechner, is in this.
Oh, great. Good for him.
He plays the dump owner that Danny is dumping the body into, Dick's body. And basically goes that Jesus is coming and he is going to have to repent for letting everybody throw their bodies into there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Then Danny goes to prove that he murdered Dick to Jared. Jared, we obviously we know is the leader of this Irish mob because he just wears green all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every single time we see him, he's wearing some kind of green.
Gotta keep the Irishness present.
He wants to be proven that Dick is dead, so he goes with him to the dump. And not only does he go with him, he steals stuff from Dick's dead body, including the 2 tickets to Rome and the engagement ring.
Oh, Dick was ready to lock it in.
Yes.
Good for
And-
Dick? Question mark.
Sad for
Well-
Dick, man. Shit, man.
And so Jared is so happy. He's like, "Oh, Danny, you did it, me boy. Like, you killed him. Here's 3 more names." And like gives him 3 more names. And so now he has to kill 3 more people. And Danny's just like, "No, you told me that I was done. I'm not going to do any more. Like, I'm done."
Dude, you're an assassin. This is
Yeah, I was about to
this is
say,
the
now you
life.
get a heart. Come on, man.
Well, Colleen has made him realize he can be a singer again.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
he found his voice.
Yes, he
cute.
found his voice. But basically, Danny, if you don't know this about Danny, his sister is married to Jared. This is the relationship we learn about and why Jared didn't care that he was an assassin that didn't kill people.
Okay.
And basically he goes, "You love your sister, don't you?" And he's like, "Yes, of course I do." And he goes, "Well, you got to do this for her. Otherwise I'm taking her out.
Whoa. Heavy shit,
Escalation.
man.
If you but Danny goes, "All right, I want a limit on this. I want to know how many people I have to kill, and then I'm going to be done."
Okay.
Jared says, "If you kill 5 more people, I will
No,
make
it's
you the
5.
I will make you the headliner at the Shillelagh Room. You can sing every day, and you'll be the headliner.
Okay. It's a weird deal, but cool.
And if he doesn't, he gets murdered."
Sophie.
Wow. All right. All right.
Yes, there's a Sophie behind an Andre now.
I know. Yeah, she's hanging out with me.
So is this like supposed to be kind of like a Faustian deal here?
I
Not really.
guess. I
But,
don't think
like-
it's smart enough for that.
No, it's definitely not smart enough.
Yeah,
but-
right. I'm not a
So-
very smart person, and I felt like I had a Harvard education with this movie.
So as we've established, Danny is cute but dumb,
Mhm.
and he's
Cute?
the world's. I don't think he's cute.
I was
just
going to say
saying.
Harry Connick Jr. looks like a foot to me.
He does look like a foot. So the
Wow.
poster, the
Yeah.
poster, he looks horrible. He looks way better in the trailer.
He looks bad in all of it, according to me, because like his face curves in, so that's why I say he looks like a foot, because it's like he got the big part here, and then it curves in like one side, so it's like the arch of the foot.
Damn, dude, that's rough. That's harsh.
He looks like a foot. Look at this man. He looks like a
He
foot.
does look
Like
kind
I
of
said,
like a
that's
foot.
not a good picture of him.
Yeah.
And they
Sarah
decided to
Jessica
use it for the
Parker looks fine,
poster. Think
and
about
Johnny Knoxville is upside down for some reason.
Johnny Knoxville looks pretty good.
But he's
So-
also cut off in most of the pictures.
Yeah, but I'm just saying Johnny Knoxville looks.
Yes,
Kinda
Jill,
hot.
we know you have Johnny Knoxville
He's
issues.
aging like a nice gray fox. I love it.
Oh my
Fuck. Is John Knoxville the guy I don't have to worry about that she tells me not to worry about? What the fuck?
I don't think. Okay, listeners, I need you on this one.
What?
Is Johnny Knoxville attractive?
Oh.
Like, is he? I don't know.
Have you seen him lately? He was on an
Yes,
episode
I've
of
seen him with the
Hollywood
gray
not too
hair.
long
I
ago.
I think he looks pretty good for what he's put himself through, and I'll leave it at that, you know?
Yes.
I think I like the gray, good for him, man.
Okay, great, yeah.
So, I forgot where I'm at. Okay, so Dick had an engagement ring and tickets to Rome. That's what we learned about. We had a flashback.
Oh god, sorry.
Yes, come on, Andre. What are you doing? To Dick at the strip club with the cops.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling the cops that he was planning to marry Colleen and go to Rome.
Okay.
Madame Huguenot told her that he was planning on going to Rome and marrying some crossing guard.
Okay.
So she thought he was cheating the whole time, but really he was loyal to her, even though he went to strip clubs and like hit on people in front of her.
Yep.
What a bitch.
What a bitch indeed, yeah.
I did no explanation, just killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Stone
also think
cold.
that everybody in this situation deserves everything bad. They all do. Danny comes back after dumping Dick's body. She basically is like cuddling with him in bed, and she's like, "You won't ever lie to me, would you, Daniel?" So she calls
Don't
him
answer
Daniel.
that.
Let's just also talk about the fact that she lied that Dick had left or was gone instead of that Dick was dead. And like, I understand the fact that he's dead and everything like that. You don't want to open with that, but at the same time, like, you should have just given it some space. Oh, Dick died. Whatever. Cool. We also learn that Colleen has entered Danny into a radio talent contest, and the winning singer gets a record deal.
That's convenient.
Mm-hmm. So it's either he kills 5 people or he enters this contest and gets a record deal. What would you do?
Definitely not the kill people part.
Yeah, probably not the kill people one. Yeah.
Well, what if you don't kill the people and he tries to kill you anyway?
Whoa.
Damn.
That's not what happens. That's where I thought this was going. That is not where this went.
Okay.
He takes the gun to his cousin to get rid of. His cousin is played by David Cross.
Oh, what? Okay. Why is
David
he
Cross is in this?
Yes, for a whole 3 minutes, maybe.
Oh, good for him on the paycheck, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
But basically, they're at this bar, just tossing this gun back and forth, like pushing it back and forth. Well, I don't want this gun anymore. Well, this gun's your problem. Well, you should get rid of it for me. Just back and forth in public at this bar, you know, in the middle of daylight. It's a busy day at the bar. There's plenty of people there. I'm getting ahead of myself here because he also told her before he went and did this. So Danny told Colleen, what you want to do, did you have any plans with Dick tonight? And she goes, yes, it's his birthday. I wanted to throw him a surprise party, but I guess I'm not doing that anymore. Danny goes, no, throw the surprise party, because then the cops will be thrown off your trail, because who throws the surprise party for a dead person? It's actually decent logic.
Sure.
So
Dumb,
the gun,
but whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's happening.
That summarizes this movie well. Dumb,
Yeah.
but whatever.
So let's get back to where we were. So Danny has given the gun to David Cross, his cousin. The body is in the dump with David Koechner, who is saying that the Lord is going to make them all repent. Danny has to kill 5 more people to get out of Jared's clutches. Jared is married to Danny's sister. Dick is dead, and Colleen is throwing a surprise party so that she acts unsuspicious.
Okay.
So at the surprise party, also all the friends are there, and they don't realize that she just has Danny there. Danny's just there.
Okay.
How he relates, I don't know. But he's just at this party.
Yep.
Yeah, need a beer. He fake gets a call from Dick saying that he left to go to Rome with the crossing guard. And all the friends, like, and Colleen just falls to the ground, pretend crying, like, oh my God, he left me. All the friends are just like, yeah, we're going to get out of here. And they all leave. And it's just the 2 of them. And they got away with it. Everybody knows they threw a surprise party. Dick's gone to Rome with a crossing guard. The sirens of the school system.
Does the crossing guard lady have a name? Or is this always
no,
just a
crossing
guard?
Just a crossing guard.
Creative.
The 2 cops that were at the strip club then show up after the party is left because they found out that Pee-wee got killed with a painting made by Colleen.
Okay.
All coming together.
It's all coming together, right? She goes, she sold it. And she sold it a long time ago to some random person. And she describes this person as Pee-wee. So obviously, because the cops like kept giving her clues, was it a big man? And she's like, yes, he was kind of big. Oh, brown hair. He did have brown hair. And so they're just like, oh, so Pee-wee obviously had this painting and somebody came in and killed him just using the painting as a weapon. Because paintings are weapons now. I don't know if you know this.
they're heavy things.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. So she's starting to get worried that the police are getting close. She's like, and Danny's like, we need privacy. And she's like, what? We need privacy. We're in my own house. It's just the two of us. So they go to the Irish bar.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people there. There's a band playing, whatever. He starts talking about how he's a hitman for the mob, and she's just cool with it. She understands now because it all makes sense. And he's just like, we needed to go here because, and I need to tell you about this because I love you. It's like 2 days into their relationship. This is Romeo and Juliet bullshit. They're 13 and they're falling in love already. Like, what the shit's going on?
It seems like Colleen has the mental capacity of a teenager.
Exactly right. And Danny's just like, hey, I got my dick wet. So,
Ew.
True. Speaking of dick, no. So he's explained to her that he can't shoot anybody, but he needs to kill all these people so he can get out of the clutches of Jared. And she's like, murdering is easy. It's like jumping off the high board. You just got to do it. Yeah, it's scary at first, but you just got to jump. And because he can't do it, she will do the hits for him because she'll do anything for him.
Okay.
At this point, I called it. It's trying to be So I Married an Axe Murderer, but it was written by a blind monkey.
Yep. Sounds about right.
The three people are drug dealers, and she just goes in and kills them. We don't see anything, and we don't hear anything. So it's not like we hear gunshots or anything. She just walks in, do, boom, 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 walks out, and she's just, cool, they're dead.
What?
Gone. Those three drug dealers are gone. The names are off the list. So cool. Danny comes and says, hey, I killed these drug dealers, and gets more hits. And she just does it again. And there was a part where literally she was like outside of a car doing a drive-by in slow motion in this montage.
I'm very surprised that this is where they're going with this, because it's like a post 9/11 world, which makes me think they filmed this before 9/11. It's also like a post Columbine world. School shootings have happened. Not that these are school shootings, but like this is some cavalier gun usage.
So far, we've known that he wanted to kill Dick, these three drug dealers, and then like some bad people. One was a child pornographer.
So very bad person.
Yeah. So like these people seem like bad people.
And that was played for like laughs.
I gotcha.
What?
It's played for laughs. Yeah.
Sorry, Batman doesn't kill people. This
is wanted before they realize that it's just somebody pulling the strings.
Okay. Huh.
So the 5 bodies are dead. Guess what? Danny's not done. Jared needs him for more. And he threatens
just when
him.
I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Yep. Colleen is just like, you need to ask him questions. Why are we doing this hit still? Who are these people? Like, she's starting to get a conscience all of a sudden. She's also not doing it because she got a conscience, though. She got it because she's just getting bored with killing.
Okay.
So she's not totally crazy.
No. Ivy, who is Danny's sister, has a pill overdose. And at first, Danny's like freaking out because he's like, oh shit, he killed Ivy. I got to get over there. So he goes over there, and she really faked the pill overdose because she wants Danny to kill Jared because she knows that Jared was cheating on her. How does she know Jared was cheating on her? Dick was following Jared and got pictures.
Oh, Dick was a pretty good dick after all, huh?
Yes, Dick was a pretty good dick. There's another part. I'm gonna skip over this because I feel like I've talked way too long about this fucking movie. Jared wants Dick to kill the tuner, is his nickname. The tuner is dating Mary. So basically, when the tuner goes to, so they're at lunch, the tuner and Mary show up. The tuner goes to the bathroom. Colleen goes to the bathroom to finish the tuner, and Mary is left alone with Danny, and of course Mary kisses Danny, and so she's all pissed at Danny, and she also thinks that this is just Danny wanting her to get rid of the boyfriend so that he can get back together with Mary. That's not what happens. Danny instead goes to the hotel where Jared is at because he just knows where Jared's at. And Jared is getting spanked on the bottom with a stripper crossing guard.
Oh my.
It's a stop sign too that she's spanking him with.
All right, that's kind of funny.
I actually thought that was pretty funny. But of course he's wearing green boxers because Irish. He's also handcuffed to the bed because why not?
Sure.
Danny holds him at gunpoint and is just like, you're gonna let me out of this so I can marry the woman I love because you're screwing up my love life. And Jared's just like, pull the trigger, you fucking pussy. He doesn't say those exact words, but it's Craig Ferguson, and like he just didn't care.
Yeah.
He didn't care in this movie. He can't shoot him. And Jared goes, I always knew you were soft, knew you were yellow, everything like that. Danny pistol whips him and knocks him out.
Woo!
He takes the tickets to Rome and the engagement ring because Jared just so happened to have that with him, and goes to the talent show because that's where he's going to sing, win the record deal, and propose to Colleen. Mind you, this is still probably like 7 days after Dick is dead.
Mm-hmm.
But love works fast.
Yeah.
The cops show back up at Colleen's house. She thinks that Danny has turned her in for killing these people. And she's like, oh, fuck you guys. Like, the cops are like, no, like Dick had a gun. It was used in 2 shootings. One of the shootings was for Dick, who we found, and the other was for David Cross. Because apparently when he tried to get rid of the gun, he accidentally set it off and it shot him in the ass and he died.
Damn. What a way to go.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know how we saw that? In a flashback!
Oh, God.
Oh, they're back.
You thought I was done.
Ugh.
I did.
There was another flashback at this time, yes. Finished strong in this flashback, where Dick admitted to the cops that he was only planning on getting engaged to her because she's about to become loaded because her dad created something. I don't remember what it was because I was too far gone at this point.
Yeah,
she's apparently, when her dad dies, she's going to come into a ton of money, and I don't know. She's going to be rich, so that's why he wanted to marry her. So the bags were for them to go to Rome after they got engaged. Mm-hmm. And he was playing the song for her, leaving on a jet plane, even though that's a sad song, and also made it seem like he was leaving with the crossing guard, the sirens of the school system.
Mm-hmm.
The sirens of the school system. Yes, that's indeed correct.
They asked to go to the basement. Because they think that's where Dick was. I don't know how they got this information because Danny never turned her in. So somehow, some way, they got this information. They go in there and they see like a bullet hole in the guitar, and they also see blood on the other side of the guitar, and they're like, well, obviously he was shot. And she goes, oh, is that the kettle burning? And runs upstairs and locks them in the basement. And I literally said, are the cops doing a bit? Like, they just got locked in knowing that she's the killer. Are they just doing a bit? Like, they're just a bit part? I don't know. Colleen goes into the drawer of guns to get a gun to shoot Danny because she still thinks he turned her in. He's gonna shoot him at the talent show. Jared wakes up and gets out of the handcuffs. So they and also the cops get out of the basement. We get to the talent show, and the talent show host is John Henson.
Okay.
Who's John Henson?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
The goofy host on Wipeout.
What?
Like the TV show Wipeout. He's the MC of the talent show.
Okay. Sure.
Basically, I don't know why. It goes through some bands, and then it's Danny's turn. Colleen gets there with the gun and is sitting backstage, like waiting for him to come back so she can rub him out. The cops also get there, and they're sitting in the crowd, just like waiting until he gets done, or to find Colleen so they can arrest her. Danny starts singing Danny Boy, because of course he does.
Of course he does.
And it's Harry Connick Jr. and they're just singing. And I'm just like, everyone's going to change their mind from killing or arresting him because he sang good, didn't they? Pretty much that's what happens, except for Jared comes and Jared's like, I'm going to shoot you. And Colleen shoots Jared because she wants to be the one that shoots Danny.
Okay.
The cops arrest Jared. She goes to Danny and like puts the gun in his face, and he's just like, this is what happened. Like, I love you. I want to get married. And she's like holding this gun going, should I kill you or marry you? And of course she drops the gun. She agrees to marry him. I just find it funny because she found out that the ring was from Dick, yet he still just reused the ring to propose a week later after he's dead. Danny, of course, wins the talent contest. He gets the record deal and they can drive off into the sunset, where basically he says, you're good at this killing thing. We should figure out something to work this into. And she's like, what about extortion? What about this? What about that? And he's just like, no, we can't kill people. We can't do this. No.
Okay.
So that's the end of the movie. The cops didn't arrest her. She got away scot-free for killing Dick and David Cross because they still don't have proof that he didn't die through this.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. Ish.
The cops also knew about the dead bodies because David Koechner was saying that there was 42 dead bodies in his trash because a Jehovah's Witness told him that Jesus was coming.
Okay.
Danny never got his comeuppance and also got the girl and also married a girl that killed her ex-boyfriend. And
did he get a record deal?
He got a record deal. We didn't see what it became, but he sang the credits because that's Harry Connick Jr.
Can I read you a title of a review on IMDb for this movie?
Of course you can.
2002.
I would be insulted if you didn't.
A clever mix of slapstick comedy and romantic whodunit.
A clever?
Life Without Dick is a wild love story, murder mystery that has layers of interesting characters and plot twists. I can't tell if this is, satire or seriousness. The casting is incredible. Sarah Jessica Parker is sexy and funny. Harry Connick Jr. is the triple threat. Ever since they saw him in Jodie Foster's Little Man Tate, I've considered him one of Hollywood's untapped talents. He's handsome, funny, and he can sing.
And looks like a foot.
Yeah. Somebody else wrote, I actually liked this.
Who
wow.
This?
Okay.
Lightning Sparrow in 2006.
Well, where does this rank amongst the Hall of Bad movie? Where's this rank amongst the movies you've watched for this?
Yeah, that's a great question.
So, finish your drinks. This is knocked off Yoga Hosers.
Wow.
The day has come.
That bad? I'm gonna be honest with you. Were you describing it? I did not. That's a shocker to me. It sounded
awful.
bad, but
oh my god!
This movie sounds like it's all over the place.
It was. The only thing I'll give it credit for is that it kind of tied everything together because everybody was kind of related to each other. But it was so far-fetched relations.
Sure.
That.
And it sounds like the payoffs weren't really worth it, right?
It wasn't. It wasn't. We never earned those payoffs.
Yeah.
Never. And so I was so pissed off after I'd watched that movie.
Yeah.
Going, I want my life back after that one.
I want your life back.
Right.
Yoga Hosers, okay. The reason I say it was always at the bottom was it was just mean-spirited.
Okay.
They at least tried to tell a sensible story, even though it was Nazi sausages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They at least in this world created a story that made sense from A to Z. We went to A to 7 to Q to F23 to, it made no fucking sense.
Right. Okay.
It made no sense. It is a 0. It's not a Mitchell 0. It is a 0.
Wow, damn.
Just in the dirt, 0.
In the dirt, 0. You have earned no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Like that bad.
I think the fact that the pedigree of the actors is the big
and that's the reason why I watch this, is because when I see something bad and I see 3 names that I'm like, oh, I know those names, I'm going to watch that. That's what I'm probably going to try to watch.
Right.
Because I think it's more shocking when you get a bad movie that has these people and you kind of think to yourself, how did this go so wrong? There's no reason why Johnny Knoxville and Sarah Jessica Parker couldn't do a better movie. Harry Connick Jr. is not really an actor, but he could have at least held his own in a better movie.
I mean, it seems like he just didn't have good. No one had good materials.
No one had good material, and usually the caliber of star could rise that material to at least be
acceptable,
funny. I could have laughed a little more, but the only joke I laughed at probably was the sirens of the school system, because I thought that was like the one genius line, and then everything else was just kind of like, what are these people's motivations? What the fuck are they doing? Why are they doing this? It's a love story in 7 days, which fine, I get it. There's plenty of movies where the heroine falls in love with the hero because they save the day and everything like that. Fine, I get it. That's a Hollywood trope. This didn't earn it. It didn't. It was 2 people that were just horny for each other, especially because Sarah Jessica Parker's tits were bouncing around a lot.
Cool.
They had, like, she had low cut shirts the entire time, and they were just kind of like going. And I don't know. I'll agree with that one review in saying that she was sexy in this, because she did look good in this, but I think that was part of the plan.
Sure.
Just Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah. I mean, she's an attractive human being. I get it. And truthfully,
we've all seen Hocus Pocus. We all know this.
Yeah. We get turned on Hocus Pocus.
Right.
I'd be her broomstick.
I'm your bus driver, you know what I'm saying?
Bubble.
Oh. Yeah, grab that handle.
Okay, we're devolving. We're
very much devolving. We need to finish this, because I'm sick of talking about this movie. It is a 0 out of 5. It is 0 out of 5.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry you took the psychic damage to watch this movie, because it does seem like a real stinker.
Don't even talk about the alcoholic psychic. That was also played off for laughs. They said, oh, my alcoholic psychic. She just tossed back a beer or like a drink and then goes, your boyfriend, Aaron. And she's like, Dick? Yes, Dick, with the sexy crossing guard. And they only played the alcoholic part for a joke. I don't know, man. They deserve none of their punchlines. They deserve no points, and may God have mercy on their soul. That's the perfect way to describe it.
And this movie wrought in 2002.
Yep, exactly.
Yes.
Straight to DVD for a reason.
Again. Yeah. So it's on Tubi if you want to watch it.
Pass.
No. Thank you for your kind services, but I think I will be okay.
Oh, there's more coming. Trust me. I have a lot planned up here.
Oh boy.
Yep. Oh yeah, get ready. So that'll do it for this episode of Game for a Movie, where we ask, are you game for a movie? I've been your host, Mike, joined by
Jill,
Andre.
Good to see you guys. We'll see you next time for Game for a Movie.
Thanks for listening, guys.